Hello, blessed morning. It is 14th September 2025. Daniel Eze here. In this new video series I'll be embarking on, I'll be doing a bookshelf review of my books published on Amazon KDP. So I'll be starting from the most recently published to the previously published books, okay? So I'll be running down the list. This is my account, my personal account on Amazon KDP. So I'll be scrolling down for you to see my books on Amazon. So this is the most recent book I published, titled Blood Dynasty. You will see I published it in two formats: the Kindle ebook, which is going for $2.99, and the paperback format, which is going for $6.75. One thing I want you to also know about access is you could buy this book, you could read it across different marketplaces. There is the US marketplace, there's a UK marketplace, there's a German marketplace, France, Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Japan, Brazil, Canada, Mexico, Australia, India. This is what I mean by this is you could buy in these currencies, okay, from any part of the world that Amazon has a reach for, okay? Likewise, the paperback, you could see, let me click on the paperback. The paperback, you could buy in from the US market, UK, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Poland, Sweden, Japan, Canada, Australia. So these are the marketplaces for accessing this book title, or in the currencies of these countries. You can buy from any part of the world that Amazon allows, okay? So I'll be using one of the links or the marketplace just to show us the book description. Okay, let me click on the US link for the paperback version or format. So you could see the link, amazon.com/d/b0fpgpxx2t. So that's the link that can also take you there if you were to copy. You can copy this, but if you were to note this rather, you can use this link to access the book, the US marketplace book link, okay? So this is the front cover. You will see there are 8 different parts of this book titled Blood Dynasty, which is part 1, Seed of Interest; part 2, Mass Discord; part 3, Tyranny and Sanity Theft; part 4, The Reign of Tyrants; part 5, Kingdom Unrest; part 6, Realignment; part 7, The Rise of Saviors; and part 8, Generational Shift. It is okay, let me not go ahead of myself. Let me show you the back cover if you were to, so you could know what it looked like or what it looks like. So it's a copyrighted material, meaning I've secured legal rights for this book, okay? Just to protect my intellectual property. This is just to show you what to expect if you were to order a paperback copy of this book. So, like I earlier mentioned, it is going for $6.75. So these are details that has to do with shipping, the shipping and import fees. Deposit this to Nigeria, but from any part of the world you can think somewhere in the location up here. You can change, you could see change address. I'm making this video from Nigeria, so but you, wherever you'll be watching this, you can actually change your address, so to show you the total costs, in regards to shipping this book. If you are to make an order to buy this paperback format. Okay, now these are details in regards to delivery time frames. There's also, okay, let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. You will see it is shipped and sold by Amazon. Okay, you will see the payment is a secure transaction. It is available at checkout. All right, these are the book details. Okay, let's see other details. Okay, the ASIN, you will see other details. You will see the item weight, 5 ounces. Okay, all right. All right, that's okay. So let's continue. We stopped at product detail. Okay, the book, we've seen all other details in regards to the book details. So let's proceed further. The book overview. All right. Remember I said this is a book thriller and it's about Real Nation to begin with. So I'll be reading through this description, the book overview. The storyline in this book thriller begins with a land called Real Nation and the inhabitants thereof. Blood Dynasty is a thriller with fictional story mirroring nations and people destined great, yet camping under siege, and as a result appear small, weak, beggarly, while hosting untapped potentials capable to liberate and implement change. Blood Dynasty comprises of 8 different parts titled as follows. 1. Seed of Interest. 2. Mass Discord. 3. Tyranny and Sanity Theft. 4. The Reign of Tyrants. 5. Kingdom Unrest. 6. Realignment. 7. The Rise of Saviors. And 8. Generational Shift. Honestly, going through these 8 different parts, you could literally picture that this will be mind-blowing. It will literally reveal a whole lot. This is a well-balanced book and it is diversified, okay? It cuts across, like I said, it is mirroring nations. So that should give you an idea of what content is in here, okay? It is mirroring nations and it's a book thriller. So, well balanced. If you were to ask my sincere opinion to know what I think or suggest at this junction, I would say it is certainly not a bad idea to order a copy and read on. So, other details on this page about the author, you can also click to follow me. I would appreciate the same. Yes, greatly would appreciate the same. You could read other details if you click. You see, it's about me. These are details in this regard. You could do this. You could read this in your leisure time. Okay, in your leisure time, you can read this. Okay. So, this is the link for the US paperback version, okay? Or this is a link that will take you to make a purchase of the paperback version via the US link that I clicked on my bookshelf earlier, okay? So let's return to the bookshelf. All right. So let me also use one of the links on the ebook, for example. Let me use a random country. Let me use like let me just go for euros. Just go for European country. Okay, this is Germany. This is a link for Germany. Okay. And then there's something very important I want to explain, or I want to talk about. There's this thing called, I usually add my book to something called Kindle Unlimited and Kindle Owners Lending Library. So how it works is, let's say for instance, you could see as on this page of the book, there is 0.00 pounds and euros rather, and then there is paperback 6.16. So let's say you don't even have the money to buy outrightly immediately, like you want to buy now, and then you decide to say, okay, how do I read this? There's a package on this Kindle Unlimited that have you read each page of the book on subscription basis, and then there's a way Amazon would calculate each page you read, and then they will bill you in due time. There's a mechanism for that. So if you click on this Kindle edition, it's 0.0, this 0 euro 0.00 euro. Okay, if you click on it, you get to see how it works. But if you have the money, you can just buy direct. You can buy the ebook for 2.69 euro, or you buy the paperback version, which I earlier just reviewed. Okay, I've not reviewed it on this particular marketplace. Let me click on this. This is it. This is the paperback. If you want to buy, get it. Look at details. That's for Germany. In euro. Does it? You can buy it directly. Okay, this is for Germany. So you can take advantage of Kindle Unlimited and Kindle Owners Lending Libraries, like saying you entered a library to get a book and read, but works on a subscription basis. Okay, there's a mechanism for that. Amazon has a way of calculating how much each page you read on a book you have not paid for or you've not bought yet. So if you click on that, there's a way it works. And that's just to give you a clue on other ways you can read through content of my books. So because I normally do this on all my books. Okay, let's return back to the shelf. So the same applies across other marketplaces, be it the UK, be it France, Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Japan, Brazil, Canada, Mexico, Australia, India. Like on the ebook version, that's this Kindle Unlimited and Kindle Owner Learning Library is a very good way to read books on subscription basis. Like that's how some persons read it. If they wouldn't want to buy it that moment, or they don't have the money to buy that moment, they just leverage on Kindle Unlimited, Kindle Owners Lending Library. So, but strictly for ebooks. Okay, so you can take advantage of this package, or this provision rather, to access any of my books if you come across same. So okay, let me just give you an idea. Like I said, this is episode 1. Yes, this is episode 1. But just to give you an idea of other books on my shelf that we'll be reviewing subsequently on other videos I'll be making. So let's scroll down. So there's on my book page the second most recent book I titled Winning the Era. E stands for economy, R stands for rates, A stands for advancement. I published this book last year, being 2024. I published it in ebook format, I published it in paperback format, I published it in hardcover format. You could see their prices. So let's move on. I also have on my bookshelf My Gift to You, The Archive of Pain, Failure and Victory. I published this in ebook format and paperback format only. You could see their prices as well. Let's move on. I have also on my book page My Isaac, The Beauty of Sacrifice. I published this book in ebook format and paperback format only. You could see their prices. So let's continue. I have on my bookshelf Morals for Everyday Life, Essential Habits that will make you a better person. I only published this in ebook format and you could see the price. So let's proceed further. I have JC and Jones, more like this is it's a children book, okay? Very interesting. But don't worry, we'll get to review that as the days unfold. So I published JC and Jones in ebook format and paperback format only. You can see the prices. The next on my bookshelf, I have Secrets to Unlocking Online Remuneration, What Actually Works. Okay, I published this book in ebook format and paperback format only. You could see the prices. I have on my bookshelf also The Fun Lab, Valid Information Dispensed with Humor as Byproducts. I published this book in ebook format and paperback format only, and you could see the prices. I also have Building Lasting Relationship, Spicing Relationship to Taste. I published this in ebook format and paperback format only, and you could see the prices. Let's continue. The first ever book I published ever, when I mean ever, Simplified Trading Skills, Very Easy to Comprehend Strategies. I published this book in the year 2018 and it was in ebook. I published it in ebook format and paperback format only, and you could see the prices. Page 2, I think there's a book on page 2. Sorry for taking your time. I know there's a book on page 2 from, yes, page 2. I have another book published. This is The Inspired Nuggets. The Inspired Nuggets. Get important, applicable information for everyday life. I published this book in ebook format. I published it in paperback format, and I also published it in hardcover format. Okay. So aside I may have to reload this page. It's asking me to sign in. So basically, you've seen all the books that I'll be going through, okay? Aside the first I reviewed, which is Blood Dynasty, the others, they were 10 in number. So subsequently, we'll be looking at those 10 other books, okay? I'll be going through their product pages so we could see what they are all about. We could see the product details, we could see the shipping fees, we could see all we ought to see. Yes. Very important. So I would appreciate you do me a favor moving forward at this junction. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell, because that's the only way you could get informed or you could receive alerts each time I drop a new video. Remember, I told you this is just episode 1 of this bookshelf and book review, okay? This is just episode 1. So subsequently, I'll be dropping videos in regards to other reviews, okay? And the only way you could get to see my subsequent uploads is if you are subscribed to this channel. Click on the notification bell to turn on the notification bell so you could receive those updates. You could also do well to like, share, comment, tell me what you think about this video. Are there areas of improvement? Just share, tell me what you think, what you want me to do in subsequent videos. I'm open. Yes, I'm open for your contribution. Yes, unashamedly, I'm open. So you could use the comment section, make your comments. At this junction, I would want to keep talking so this video don't become too lengthy. So again, I remain Daniel Eze. Stay safe, God bless, and see you in subsequent episodes. Thank you for watching.